Alright YouTubes, how you all doing? I hope you're all well and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we've got a Mini in for a repair to do on the quarter panel and the door. We've already started this, so I'm always a bit behind and a bit random on the recording, but we've already started it. And we've ground it out, but I can sort of show you. It's creased through here, it's in a fairish bit, and then it carries on through here. So from there to there, it dips in, and there's a little bit of a bulge on the edge there. Yeah, sorry I didn't record how it looked before we ground it off, but we got ahead of ourselves, and yeah, I struggle to get the camera out all the time when we're rushing about getting stuff done, but that's the damage anyway. So we'll be repairing this quarter panel and door and painting this door and quarter panel, and I've obviously got plenty of room to blend the colour. It's sort of like a metallic primer colour. That's what it is. I don't know what the colour's called yet, but I'll have a look. We couldn't get this trim off. Well, I didn't want to risk getting this trim off. We put the roof down. There's all fabric attached to this one. It goes right the way round here. Bit risky trying to get that off. I didn't want to get too involved with that. There's clear coat going up there, but I've tried a little bit of lifting tape in there. That rubber's really soft and moves up easy, and I can get clear coat under that rubber with some lifting tape on there. So that's what I'm going to do with that. It's not worth bending or breaking anything to try and get that off. It come off fairly straightforward on the door, but yeah, the convertibles are designed a little bit different on the quarter panel, so yeah, I was struggling to get that off, so I'm going to leave that on. And to key it up, I may like just put a little bit of adhesion promoter across there as well, so if we can't key in there properly, if I put some adhesion promoter on there, it should be fine. So yeah, do a little bit of recording on the repairing. Won't go too extensively into it, and then once it's in the booth, all prepped and ready to spray, I'll do the recording on the spraying. So that being said, we're going to get on and start repairing this now. and then went out further where that dry edge of overspray is thin. You can have I've never really had it. You can have a bit of a adhesion problem with the next coat, especially if you've got the lamps on where it's dried right out. Then you'll put in wet primer over something that's not keyed up because it's dried through. They're not bonded together then because they're not melted. I mean, really, the lamps you just want to just to take a bit of the chill off the panel. You don't want it hot because the panel's warm. Because that affects it going on.
The lamps only on like a minute or two.
But you warmed it up beforehand, didn't you? Yeah. I mean, that's going to speed everything up. Really just want to take the chill off the panel just to get the primer to start going off. It wants to be semi-wet each coat when the next coat goes on, so they all bond together. Don't want it to dry right through. So if it dries right through, you basically put the primer on, cured primer, yeah. I mean, it's alright because the repair was alright on this. If there's something we needed to get a bit more build on, it would probably want more on it than that. Yeah. I mean, my last coat is what I normally put. I flood it on there a little bit. You've got to keep doing it because you do it once and you don't do it for weeks. You've got to keep getting it to do it because you'll forget bits that you progress. Each time you've done it, you progress a little bit, but then you ain't done it for ages, so you go backwards again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to start getting you to do it. I like priming whole bumpers, because then you'll get gun time then, you'll get used to it on a whole bumper. Fucking hell. Right then, YouTubes, that's the Mini already prepared and masked up and ready to spray now, so I'll give you a quick look. It's all ready to go. This little rubber on here, it's the best I could do with that. I've managed, the lifting tape kept lifting out, funny enough. It's just not a big enough gap along this part of the chrome, but I managed to get it under this one. So I've sort of painstakingly tried to tuck some tape up under it and lift it out the way a little bit. It's not perfect, but that's going to have to do. Just have to be really careful with how much clear coat I put up there and demasking it as well. So yeah, so we've got this to do. So base coat and lacquer, colouring that and room to blend in there. And I've also got a bumper for a 3 series to do, which I'm going to do at the same time. And that's Alpine White, that bumper. So I've got to wet and wet that bumper first because it's a bit too dark for white base coat to go on there. So I'll wet and wet that bumper first with white wet and wet. Well, Mipa 4+1, but the wet and wet mixing ratio for that. And then I'll colour them both together and clear coat them both together. And clear coat I'll be using on this is Mipa CX2, and spray guns that I'll be using on this. Excuse the noisy compressor. So for the Mini base coat, I use X5500 with 1.2i, and that's HVLP. For the base coat on the 3 Series bumper, I use a 5000, and that's a HVLP, and that's a 1.3 on there. For that, and then I'll be clear coating it with X5500 CC RP. So yeah, I'll get the wet on wet mixed up first, and then while that's drying, I'll mix the colours up, and I'll be able to base coat them both together. They should be fine, they're quite far away from each other. Try and avoid any paint transfer from one to the other. So I get the white on the bumper up the end of the boot first, let that overspray clear, tap rag the Mini, any overspray that may have landed on that dust wise, and then base coat the Mini, and then yeah, when they're all base coated, I'll get the clear coat on. So yeah, I'll get all the paints mixed up, get the panels and everything degreased, solvent degreaser, then water degreaser, and then we'll start getting some paint on it. Wet on wet will be put on with Satajet 1500B RP, and that's got a 1.4. And I go full fluid, full fan, and I turn the pressure up on this to 2.2 bar, so it atomises it a little bit finer and goes on a little bit flatter. then, YouTubes. That's the Mini all finished and fitted up and finished off. It's going to be a quick outro because I've just managed to get it outside to dodge the rain. So weather's awful at the moment, so I'll give you a quick look. It all went according to plan. Repair come out okay, and yeah, colour went in alright, and the moulding masked up alright in the end, which I'm pleased about. It's tricky to mask up moulding, but yeah, as you can see, it's really windy. It's horrible weather. Yeah, we run the buffer over it, and it came out really clean, this job. We couldn't find any nibs in it, which is quite rare. It's really nice not to have any nibs to do. So we kept the finish out the gun, no flatting, just run a bit of polish over it with the buffer. That's it. So yeah, I'm going to go now because the weather's really rubbish and it's blowing a gale. But anyway, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff, and yeah, really appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. See you again in the next one. Look after yourselves. Cheers.